Hello, my name is Sardar and I'm the account manager for the group New Energy and Infrastructure within KH Engineering. In this group, we advise our clients on the subject energy transition, and we also share our vision on different subjects. But our last white paper was about using heat pumps in the industry. To discuss this white paper, I have invited two of my colleagues here, Raoul Liu and Marcel de Boer. Raoul, can you please explain what is an industrial heat pump?
An industrial heat pump is a device to displace energy from one spot to another spot. In principle, it's the same as your refrigerator at home. It just moves the heat from inside the refrigerator to outside, and thereby the refrigerator cools down on the inside. From technical point of view, there's actually no difference with a heat pump at home or an industrial heat pump. The only difference what you might experience is that the temperature is different and also the power required. For example, industrial heat pump can go up to 1 till several megawatts of power, and your heat pump at home, the refrigerator, is only a few hundred watts.
And what about the temperatures, Raoul?
Indeed, Serdar, the temperatures also differ a lot. For example, in the industry, the temperatures can go up to 100 or even 200 degrees. The difference is actually the type of technology used to reach these temperatures and the type of refrigerant used.
And Marcel, what are the requirements to apply heat pump technology in the industry?
For heat pumps, you need in general three things. First, of course, you have a demand for heat. That can be, say, water, hot water, can be steam. So that's why you do it. And then the other one would be a heat source. So where do you get your energy from? And that can be, say, a process where you have excess heat, or it can even be, say, from the outside. It can be air, it can be water in rivers. And say, and not very unimportant is, of course, electricity. So you need to have a good source of electricity.
Okay, clear. So imagine we have all the ingredients and we want to apply this technology. What should we do and which steps should we follow to implement this technology in the industry?
First thing what you should do is considering that it's all about saving energy. And the steps to be taken are actually written down in our white paper. But I think the most important steps you can take is, for example, to start to look where you can save energy even before you start thinking about applying a heat pump. For example, you can have a look where your piping needs to be insulated more. You can look where, for example, process temperatures can be reduced. And this type of studies you can do in a pinch analysis. A pinch analysis by itself is not sufficient typically for sizing a heat pump. And what you need to do that is you need to have a look into the actual data. So how is the system performing? How much energy do you need as a function of time? And based on that, you can decide how big your heat pump should be, and even if a heat pump is economically feasible. And it might actually differ quite a lot if you have already an existing plant, which is a brownfield, or if you're developing a totally new plant, which is a greenfield development.
And Marcel, you've been involved in a couple of heat pump projects in the industry. What is your opinion? What are the differences between brownfield environment and greenfield environment?
The difference between brownfield and greenfield is like in any other project that you have existing situations in brownfield that give constraints. And if you have a greenfield situation, you have more freedom to make choices and go for the optimum solution. Important for especially brownfield is that you have, for instance, locations. The source can be much farther away than would be optimum to where you want to bring the heat. So you have more equipment needed. So you have to really consider the total layout as it is for making this new system. And what you also need to consider is that for an optimum heat pump, you would, for instance, go for a certain temperature difference between what you have and where you want to go. but for an existing situation, you are having that already given. So maybe not the most optimal that you can achieve. So there are the challenges, and finding the right balance is in that way much more, has much more constraints than when you're going for a greenfield.
Thank you for this clear description. We have shown you a short description of our white paper. If you are interested in more details, please go to our website khe.eu New Energy and please download our white paper. If you have any comments, please share it with us. We appreciate it. At KH Engineering, we do different stages of engineering projects, starting from business case, feasibility studies, till engineering in detail phase and construction management. If you are interested more in our company, please also follow us on LinkedIn. And see you next time with another episode.